Until you fix your mind upon a single definite purpose, you will drift like a ship without a rudder, tossed by every wave, pushed by every current, commanded by every storm. Life is not meant to be lived at the mercy of chance. It is meant to be seized with bold, relentless intention. A man or woman without a clear aim is prey to fear, indecision, and regret. But the individual who dares to choose a purpose, who dares to set their sights high and declare, "This is the mountain I shall climb," immediately distinguishes themselves from the masses. Your definite purpose is the spark that ignites every sleeping force within you. It awakens creativity, determination, and resilience you did not know you possessed. Without a definite purpose, effort scatters. With it, every thought, every action, every heartbeat aligns into a mighty force directed toward achievement. Your definite purpose must be something so compelling, so consuming, that it pulls you through doubt, through difficulty, through defeat. It must dominate your mind when you wake, occupy your dreams when you sleep, and inspire your work when the body grows weary. A definite purpose is the beginning of mastery, the master key to every locked door life places before you. The mind is the battleground upon which all victories are first won or lost. Before a single deed is done in the world, it is conceived and nurtured within the private chambers of thought. A mind uncontrolled is a wild horse, throwing its rider to the ground at every turn, racing wildly toward destruction. But a mind that is mastered, trained, and disciplined becomes the most powerful tool of creation that man can wield. Every thought you permit to linger shapes the mold of your future. Think poverty, and poverty will come. Think fear, and fear will bind you. Think greatness, and greatness will begin to stir within you. It is not enough to wish for success while entertaining visions of failure. It is not enough to dream of freedom while dwelling on every chain. You must seize control of the images that dominate your mind, for they are the architects of your destiny. The greatest fortune, the highest achievement, the grandest empire first existed only as an idea fiercely protected within the mind of one who refused to let outside forces dictate their inner reality. To master your mind is to master your fate, to step forward each day as the deliberate creator of your world. Self-discipline is the bridge between thought and accomplishment, between desire and realization. Without it, all dreams, no matter how vivid or grand, dissolve into dust before they ever see the light of day. Discipline is not given, it is demanded from oneself through conscious, repeated action. It is forged in moments when it would be easier to quit, when excuses offer seductive comfort, when the body is tired and the mind pleads for indulgence. The man or woman who demands self-discipline commands their destiny, for they refuse to bow to weakness or delay. Every act of discipline strengthens the will like steel in a furnace. Each small victory over temptation is another link in the chain that binds success to your name. The world does not reward intention, it rewards execution, and execution belongs only to those who have mastered themselves. True discipline is acting with precision when feelings waver, proceeding with courage when doubt creeps, choosing forward movement even when comfort beckons. It means doing the task you promised yourself you would do, long after the mood you made the promise in has faded away. To demand self-discipline is to build the inner fortress from which all battles are won. The man who waits for perfect conditions to act will spend his life in waiting, while the man who dares to move with a clear but flexible plan will seize opportunities before they vanish. Planning is the blueprint that directs the energy of thought into concrete steps, but the true power lies not in the plan itself, rather in the speed with which it is executed. An idea that sits idle rots. An idea acted upon ignites transformation. It is not necessary for the first plan to be perfect, for no great success ever followed a flawless path. What matters is the courage to commit to a course of action, to make adjustments as obstacles arise, and to persist with unwavering focus. The world belongs to those who move quickly with intention, who understand that indecision is the assassin of opportunity. Every moment spent hesitating is a moment lost to hesitation's silent enemy. The winners of life are not those who never make mistakes, but those who make bold moves, correct their course with wisdom, and keep their eyes on the ultimate vision. A plan that gathers dust on a shelf serves no man. It is action upon a plan, however imperfect, that bends the forces of life into obedience. The environment in which you plant yourself will determine the fruit your life bears. No man becomes great while surrounded by mediocrity that he tolerates. No woman rises while permitting the poison of negativity to seep daily into her mind. You are the sum of the influences you allow. Every conversation, every association, every atmosphere you subject yourself to shape your thinking strengthens or weakens your resolve, builds or destroys your dreams. If you surround yourself with those who doubt, complain, and settle, you will soon find the fire within you dimming, your ambition questioned, your goals mocked into dust. But place yourself among those who strive, who dare, who hunger for greatness, and your spirit will rise on wings of unseen power. Guard your environment with the vigilance of a sentry at the gates of a fortress, for what you permit to enter will either strengthen your kingdom or lay it in ruin. Choose your companions as you would choose your future, because in truth they are one and the same. Let no man's low expectations, no woman's bitter surrender, no crowd's small thinking pollute the soil of your mind, where your dreams are growing and where your destiny is being written each day. Faith is the unseen force that carves mountains into dust and transforms dreams into realities. Without faith, even the mightiest plans wither at the first sign of resistance. With faith, even the humblest beginnings can rise to conquer the impossible. Faith is not a passive wish, but a living, breathing conviction that what you seek is already moving toward you, even when the evidence of your senses says otherwise. It is the inner certainty that the power to overcome, to create, to triumph already resides within you, waiting only for your command. Faith demands that you see the invisible, believe the improbable, and trust the process, even when you cannot trace the path. Every individual who has ever changed their life, who has ever shaped history, who has ever achieved greatness, first acted on faith when all they had was a vision and a heartbeat. Doubt will clamor for your attention, fear will knock at your door, critics will shout from the sidelines, but faith silences them all with the quiet thunder of persistence. You must speak your dreams aloud, think of them as certain, act toward them with boldness, and carry yourself as if success is not a question of if, but only a matter of when. Victory belongs not to the man who starts the race with enthusiasm, but to the one who finishes it with grit. The world is filled with those who began with promise, but surrendered when the path grew steep, when the winds howled against their dreams, when obstacles mocked their effort. Persistence is the fire that refuses to be extinguished by temporary defeat, the invisible hand that pushes you forward when strength seems spent. Every champion, every creator, every titan of success has faced moments when quitting appeared easy, when the mind whispered of retreat, when the heart ached under the weight of unseen progress. Yet, they moved forward one more step, fought through one more hour, believed for one more day. Each act of persistence compounds. Each small refusal to surrender builds an unstoppable momentum. It is not brilliance that conquers the world, but the refusal to break under pressure. The decision to stand tall even as the storm rages. Temporary failure is not defeat unless it is accepted as final. Each setback contains the seeds of a greater advance, and each moment you persist polishes the diamond of your character into something capable of withstanding the weight of your destiny. The ability to decide swiftly and firmly is the mark of every man and woman who has bent the world to their will. Indecision breeds confusion. Hesitation invites defeat, and doubt shackles the mind with invisible chains. But a clear, resolute decision unleashes forces seen and unseen to rally in your favor. Every great achievement, every bold enterprise, every monumental change in history can be traced back to a moment when someone dared to make a decision without waiting for permission or perfect certainty. Life punishes hesitation and rewards those who act with bold determination. When you decide, truly decide, you cut off all other options, and in doing so, you summon a power within that had lain dormant, waiting only for a command strong enough to awaken it. The masses are trapped in cycles of delay because they fear choosing wrong. But the truth is that progress is reserved for those who are willing to choose, to act, and to correct as necessary. Decision is a force that reshapes circumstances, redraws limits, and clears the fog of uncertainty. Until you decide what you want, who you are, and where you are going, you will drift with the tides instead of sailing toward your destiny. The mind, like the body, thrives on what it consumes. What you allow into your mind shapes your thoughts, your actions, and your very destiny. If you nourish your mind with negativity, fear, and limiting beliefs, then that is the harvest you will reap. But if you feed your mind daily with knowledge, inspiration, and positive, empowering thoughts, it will grow strong, sharp, and limitless. You are the architect of your own thoughts, and therefore you are the creator of your own reality. If you wish to build a life of success, abundance, and achievement, you must feed your mind with the building blocks of greatness. Surround yourself with books that expand your vision, with mentors who challenge your thinking, with ideas that push the boundaries of what you think is possible. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and it must be sharpened every day through constant feeding. The seeds of greatness lie in the nourishment you give your mind, whether it's through positive affirmations, inspiring biographies, or disciplined study. Daily feeding of your mind should become as essential as eating food, for what you consume internally will eventually shape everything that manifests externally. The habit of continuous learning, of mental nourishment, strengthens you against the trials of life and ensures that every day you are one step closer to your vision. To visualize success is to plant the seeds of victory in the fertile soil of the subconscious mind. What you see in your mind's eye is what you move toward, whether consciously or not. The power of visualization is not just in seeing the end goal, but in experiencing it fully, with all the emotions, sights, sounds, and feelings that success brings. See, the victory is one thing, but to feel it, to deeply connect with the triumph and joy of your success is what transforms the dream into reality. Successful people do not wait for the world to give them the green light. They create their success within their minds first. They immerse themselves in the feeling of accomplishment, walk through the doors of opportunity in their imagination, and take possession of their achievements long before they are physically manifested. It is not enough to simply think about success. You must feel it with every fiber of your being. Imagine how it will feel to achieve your goal, the pride, the joy, the relief, the satisfaction. Feel the rush of excitement and the warmth of accomplishment right now, in this moment. The more vivid and intense this emotional connection becomes, the more you magnetize success toward you. Your feelings fuel your thoughts, and your thoughts fuel your actions. Visualizing and feeling success creates a vibrational alignment that propels you toward your desires as though the universe is conspiring to make them happen. In the end, success is not a matter of luck, chance, or destiny. It is a matter of choice, action, and relentless belief in your own power. The strategies you've heard are not mere ideas. They are the very foundation upon which great lives are built. Each step you take toward defining your purpose, mastering your mind, and executing your plan with unwavering discipline brings you closer to the life you've envisioned. Surround yourself with those who elevate you, nurture your faith, and persist through every challenge with the knowledge that each setback is merely a lesson in disguise. Decide today that you will no longer wait for conditions to be perfect. You will take action now. You will feed your mind with only the most empowering thoughts, and you will visualize and feel the success you are destined to create. The world is full of opportunities, but only those who are prepared to act decisively and persistently will claim them. This is your moment. This is your time to take control of your life and create the future you deserve. No more excuses, no more hesitation. The life you desire is waiting for you to step into it, and it begins with the decisions you make today.